Okay, so this is how you use VSDC screen recorder. Okay, this one up here. So this is a totally free screen recorder. That's why I picked it, because it doesn't, you don't have to install any bloatware when you download it. Obviously I'm using an external camera to show you the screen on my laptop. Hope this turns out pretty well for you guys. So anyway, click on it. Oh, I already have it running. Okay, so it's down here on my tray. All right, so it'll come up on this screen when you pop up, and it'll have settings. Okay, so settings here, you got, I just use the default recording format. You can customize the recording format if you want 30 frames per second, etc. There's a whole list of them here, but I found the recommended format to be, that's the only one I've used so far. It's the only one I've really needed. I guess if you want a higher frame rate, if you're doing something like action games, which I may do later. But for right now, the most important things are here. You can pick out which where your videos are going to end up. So I like mine right on the desktop. These are some of the videos here, right here, that I've already recorded using this, and it just, you know, they just come out, record blah 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 00600 or whatever. So obviously I've used this a lot. But the main thing that you need to remember are these two hotkeys. So you got the F5 key, which will pause or resume your recording, and the Shift F5 key to end the recording. Now that's for later. Remember that for now, and then in a couple seconds I'll show you what that's all about. So also, here's your video and audio sources. Now don't be confused by this right here. This says full desktop. Yeah, don't be confused by that. This is just if you're using multiple monitors, I think. See, look, when you pull it down, first monitor, second monitor, fifth monitor, etc. So say you were doing some video editing on, and you had two monitors set up, then that would you know, so your full desktop is just your native monitor right here. Here's a nice checkbox that says screen recording with cursor. So if you're demonstrating something like I am and you want the cursor to be on the screen, that's great. If you don't, then you just click on that and then you're not going to get it. And I haven't used overlays yet, so I can't tell you about that. This is important. Audio settings. Here's your capture device. Okay, so for this video I'm going to demonstrate with you. I'm not going to record audio, but the internal microphone right here is available. So if I were doing this video using this screen capture tool, obviously I'd turn that on. And I assume that if you add an external microphone, it'll also show up in that drop-down menu. All right, so let's start using it. So when you hit start recording, you get an area, a box here, okay? Let me do that one more time. Let me get out of this, stop. Okay, so you hit start recording, and then here's the area that you're going to record, anything in this box. And you can expand it like so, contract, you can do this kind of stuff. And then this little thing in the middle here, I don't know if you can see that because of the glare, right here, this little clover looking thing, you can move the entire box anywhere on the desktop you want. Or if you hit this button right here, see this button right here? I'm going to pan back and you'll see what that does. That just expands the entire recording area to the entire screen. Okay, so that's useful. And if you click it back, it's back to where where you had set it before. And then this red button is obviously a universal recording button. If you hit settings, then you just go back to the same screen that you were at before. So you hit start recording, and then you're back to where you're gonna record. So okay, and then this checkbox is to show the panel when you start recording. If you keep that on, like say I'm going to record inside a box, not on the full desktop. So I want this panel to be up, because that way I can just click when I'm done recording, I can click stop. But if you don't and you want to record the entire screen, so then you'll want to uncheck this box probably, because you won't want this popping up in your recording. And then you're going to have to remember the F5 key for pause and resume and the Shift F5 for end recording. That's why those are important. So anyway, let's just do something I've been doing. I've been doing Candy Crush videos. So here's Candy Crush. So I don't have this centered right, so I'm going to go in the middle and click that little clover, that four-way thing. Click on that. Obviously I have the wrong size here, so I'm going to size it up. And then let's say I wanted to record the spinner. Okay, so I'd hit start recording. See how this box, the menu box, goes down to the bottom, and I have these options here. So I can just click on pause. I can click on stop. Okay. And I'm recording right now. So anything I do on here, my cursor is going to be recorded. The spinner is going to be recorded. Now let's say I wanted to point out something, I don't know, on the map. I can draw. I can hit this button down here. It says start drawing. I can draw a line. I can draw a rectangle. I could draw an ellipse. I can make them different colors. So I could draw an ellipse that's green. I can change the thickness from 1 pixel to, let's do that in a better color so you guys can see it. Oh, that's a terrible color to see. How about red? There, 1 pixel wide to 10 pixels wide. I can draw a line with an arrow, so I can say go this way. Well, that doesn't show up very well. Let's do that in a big 10 pixel one. Let's go this way. Here's a good example. Here, we'll pop this off. Where did I have that? Oh, well, we'll just, that's fine. What else did I want to show you? Oh, I can do pencil. So I can just draw. I can just, oh, and if I want to clear it all, whoops. Where'd you go? Here, Candy Crush. If I want to start drawing, I can draw, and then if I want to clear everything that I've drawn so far, I just hit this clear button at the bottom, and that stops that. So let's say I want to say draw a line with an arrow down and go like, look at her, see her? Isn't that interesting? I can do that, and then I hit clear and it's gone. So those are the basics that I've learned so far. So you hit stop, it says your recording's complete, okay. Can minimize that, we'll minimize this. I accidentally pulled up Word. Okay, so this is the video that we just made while I was talking. And you can see as we go through it here where I started to draw and how my cursor's on the screen and the different colors. So, you know, it's a pretty useful tool, and it's pretty simple and absolutely free. I don't know how you can beat that. So that's what I've learned so far on how to use VSDC free screen recorder. I hope this is helpful for you, and it helps you make great videos. That's what I'm using right now for YouTube. So check out my channel and subscribe if you like it, and I appreciate your time. I'm new to this, so give me as much support as you can. Like this video if you like it, and subscribe if you can. Thanks a lot.